bit about this monster of a DeLorean that you've got.
And
here.
that's pretty much what it is. It's a DeLorean monster truck. The official name for it is the Deloreasaurus-Rex, but for short we call it the D-Rex. It's basically a stock DeLorean from here up and from here down. It's kind of a lifted monster truck type of look to it. It's basically a K5 Blazer chassis. It's got a Swamp Runner suspension kit on there, TSL boggers, 44-inch boggers all the way around. It's got quad shocks, 4-link suspension. It's basically built for fun.
Okay. Now, do you drive it?
I do drive it primarily for parades, special events, car shows, charity events. I do a lot of charity events. We did a charity drive, food drive charity event down in St. Louis last year, and they drew the biggest crowd they ever did.
Now, I have to ask this question. What gave you the idea what would possess somebody to say, I have to have a DeLorean monster truck?
You know, when you hear that kind of question,
I have to have a Deloresaurus-Rex.
Yes, I usually answer the question like, it could be paint fumes, it could be, but what it comes down to is I actually did this with plastic models when I was a kid. I would take car models and put them on top of truck bodies.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that. So it's kind of a, you know, a little bit of a throwback to being a kid.
You're just a big monster truck fan?
Absolutely, absolutely. I have 4 nephews, and they're big monster truck fans, and I've turned them into DeLorean fans. And what could be better than a monster truck DeLorean? It's the best of both worlds.
Right. How long did it take you to do this?
Believe it or not, me and a team of about 5 or 6 other guys, 1 month.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I keep improving it over time too.
Right.
So originally it didn't have the winches on it, front and rear, and so I recently put on, you know, receivers with the winches with the trays so they can make them removable and stuff like that. So it's slowly coming around to the full vision over time.
Does this run on 4-wheel drive?
Yes, it does.
Okay, right on. Do you go to a lot of car shows?
Yes, well, as many as I can, you know, fit into my schedule, but yeah.
If you don't mind my asking, what do you do for a living?
I'm actually a software engineer.
Okay.
So, but I've always been a gearhead at heart. My dad was a mechanic for 25 years and stuff like that, so I started tinkering with stuff at a very early age.
Okay. Now, obviously, the DeLorean is most associated with Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever take it to comic book or sci-fi conventions or anything like that?
You know, I have not been asked to do that. Okay. I mean, I had been looking at these little kits that they have to turn the car into like a Back to the Future car with removable pieces, you know, that you can kind of switch out and stuff like that. And I had been thinking about that for a while, but there's been enough interest in having it just the way it is.
Right, because this is fantastic.
Because it's so different.
Right, and this has got to be a one of a kind. You've got to be the only person with a monster truck.
Yes, it's been attempted since I built this. Okay. You know, so other people have kind of started on it. They faded away. We don't know what, you know, has come of it.
So you almost set a trend.
Yes, almost set a trend. Now, which people were a little upset at first. You know, they saw this and said,
"Oh, blasphemy!"
Well, blasphemy, and other people are going to think that that's cool, and they're going to start turning them into monster trucks.